So we are going to draw our self-portrait on our paper. We're going to do one on one side, one on the other, but they're not going to be the same. So I'm going to give you some different options as we go. And if you have a way of doing eyes or a nose or a mouth, you're going to hear me say, go ahead and do those the way that you would do them as an artist. So if you notice, we have 4 rectangles here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to point to, and my paper's up and down. This is called portrait. I'm going to point to the middle of this rectangle, and I'm going to go ahead and make a dot right there in the middle. And if you notice, I'm writing in pen so that you can actually see. Then I'm going to do the same thing over here. I'm going to point to the middle of this rectangle. I'm going to make a dot. And at any time during this video, if you need to pause it, you guys can go ahead and pause it. I'm going to point to the middle of the paper. So that's where my vertical and my horizontal folds meet. And then this time I'm going to point to the bottom of the paper on that fold. And then I'm going to find the middle point between the two, and I'm going to make a dot there. Okay, so now if I go ahead and connect these, I'm going to end up with a triangle, but I don't want a triangle. What I want to do is make a big U, because this is going to be the bottom of my head. So I'm going to start here, and I'm going to make a really slow U, and then I'm going to connect it on the other side, okay? So up at here at the top where I have those 2 dots, I'm going to connect it with a slightly curved line. That's going to be the bottom of my crown. And then I'm going to bring a line up and a line up. Now, however you choose to close this off with the crown, you can do that. I'm just going to do zigzag lines. Okay. Now, I'm going to come underneath the chin, and I'm going to do the neck. I'm going to do the shoulders. And then right here for the shirt, this time I'm going to do a curved line. If you want to do something different, you can do that. Okay, so now we're going to go to making parts of the face. So right in the middle of the face, I'm going to go ahead and do the nose. For the nose, I'm going to make it super simple this time, but if you have a way of doing noses, you can do that. So I'm just going to do a slightly curved line right there in the middle. And then in between the nose and the chin, I'm going to do the mouth. So I'm going to do just a smile and make it easy this time. And then I have a trick for doing the eyes. So I use my fingernails on my pointer fingers to see where the eyes would look the best. Obviously, they're not going to look good up here. That doesn't even make sense. So I'm going to put them on here, and they would probably go about here. Now, if you want to make your eyes football shapes, circles, however you want to do them, you can do it that way. I'm going to go ahead and do mine football shape. So I'm going to try to get them the same on both sides. And then inside, I'm going to do a circle and a circle. Then I'm going to do eyelashes. If you don't want to do eyelashes, you don't have to do eyelashes. And then above the eyes, I'm going to go ahead and do just a line for my eyebrows. Okay. So now the ears would be right beside the eyes on the side of the head. So I'm going to start the top of my ears right next to my eyes. And I'm not going to add a lot of detail because I wouldn't be able to see all that. And then the hair is a tricky part. So what I don't want you to do is color in the hair with your pencil. What I want you to do is just add lines and shapes. So like boys, everybody's hair comes down to the top of their ears. You have hair all in this area here. So boys, if you have like straight hair, you might do a zigzag line across, or you might do a curved line across and then add some texture. Girls, if you have wavy hair, you're going to do a wavier line coming down, or if you have straight, you're going to do a straight line. Or if you have curly, you're going to do a curly line. But remember, I don't want you to color. So what I do is my hair goes across my forehead. So if your hair goes across your forehead, you may want to do this. And then I have longer hair, so I'm just going to add a few lines, and boom, I'm done.